3/4 Home is a short but excellent visual novel that tackles themes of family. With this game being so brief, I'm going to keep the review rather short and to the punch on purpose, just so not to give away too much about this hour-long adventure. We play as Kelly Myers, a young girl in her early 20s that's coming back home to a small town in Nebraska. Kelly has been away for a while now in Minnesota, but we come along for the ride back home and the story unravels. In this stormy ride home, Kelly has conversations on the phone with different family members that unravel the mysteries and details of the game's story. The narrative is pushed forward with the dialogue options you choose to make, but that's as far as I'll get into specific details. The final story is remarkable and relatable, especially for anyone that's in college, feels like a fish out of water, or is just away from home. The entirety of the game is going to take you about an hour to complete, that's including the main game and the epilogue. The gameplay is very straightforward and primarily consists of you constantly driving forward while quickly trying to decide the answers you want to say to your parents on the phone. Some of the questions will be more straightforward and easy to answer, while others will have you scrambling, wanting another few seconds to make a decision. The answers you give and how you give them will correlate the branches your story goes down and what details get revealed to you. It's simple yet effective. The narrative structure also lends over to the replay value of the game. Upon completing the game, I wanted to go back for a second playthrough and see how different the answers could affect the scenarios, or more precisely, what information was revealed to me instead. More and more I found myself as part of the Myers family, or at least like I was eavesdropping on family drama with a direct influence. With many narrative-driven stories like this, many will be quick to dismiss it as not a real game, and whether you do classify this as one or not, it's without a doubt an immersive and riveting experience. 3/4 Home has this black and white art theme all over it that makes it look like a 2D unfinished Swan or in the family of Playdead games. It's simplistic in design and oddly calming to see throughout the entirety of the game. You'll see the environment of Nebraska and Minnesota throughout your drive home. A windy storm will flash on screen, rocking the plants in the background as occasionally the tension of the phone calls rises. Playing the newly released Switch version, the simple visuals and gameplay style really made the game feel like I was experiencing an interactive book in the palm of my hands in a portable form factor. Just like the visuals, this game simplifies the audio design as well. All you really have to work with is the sounds of the environment in the background. The sound of the windy breeze passing through the crops outside and the pitter-patter of raindrops falling onto your car. It's like an ASMR video of a rainstorm. There isn't a lot going on, but it sort of puts you in this trance of just wanting to play through the game in a single setting, on the couch with some headphones. I think an option for some voice acting that the player could toggle on or off would have been a great addition though. The reactions in the parents' voices and the way they asked their question could have improved the immersion of the story. 3/4 Home is an interesting story-driven game that doesn't follow the traditional gameplay means of other games. It's very much an interactive story that welcomes you with simplicity but keeps you entranced with its relatable characters and story. I would have loved to see an option for voice acting, but part of the charm of this game is also making your own assumptions. That includes the voices of characters and some of the missing details of the story. Currently the game goes for $5 on Steam, $9 on Switch, and $10 on Xbox One and PS4. This isn't a game for everyone. Certainly people who aren't fond of visual novels or walking story-driven simulator games will be turned off by this. However, I thought the end product was enjoyable and impactful. Especially being a student in college right now, I found the story to share themes that were pretty relatable. With that said, my recommendation varies on the platform and the price. $5 feels like the sweet spot for me, and you can get that on PC. That price goes up on consoles, and with it does my wariness of recommending the game. I really don't see the purpose of getting this on PS4 or Xbox One if the game isn't taxing on the hardware, and you can pretty much play this on any PC. On the Switch you get that added portability and thus that storybook feeling to the game, but I'd probably wait for that price to drop down to at least $7 first. That does it for my review of 3/4 Home for the Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, PS4, and PC. If you have any questions about this game, without trying to ask too many story-driven questions just to not spoil it in the comments, let me know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed the video, drop it a like, subscribe for more content just like this, and I'll see you all in the next one.